Hi everyone, I'm Cassandra, your 30-something, makeup-loving, normal gal making videos for other 30-somethings here on YouTube, and I'm in the midst of getting ready, as you can probably tell at this point. Let me scoop back a little bit for you. And I have some acne issues going on right now, and I am going to cover that, and I thought I would bring you along for the journey. I'm a little curious how it's going to turn out on camera, just because for some reason my lights seem to bring stuff out that in person is not quite as terrible looking, but we're gonna try it anyway. Okay, so I actually did this on my Get Ready With Me live the other day, but I know on replay it's like skipping and the sound's off and I don't know, it's terrible and I'm sorry. So I thought I would do this again here. Okay, so I have two products that I've talked about in my everyday makeup drawer that I want to show you. It is the It Bye Bye Breakout and then the Bare Minerals Blemish Rescue Skin Clearing Loose Powder. So it's a loose powder foundation. So I'm using it though as a powder. So I already have on my foundation and oh, look at that. And one thing I did was I used my Becca Under Eye Primer that's pretty silicone-y on top of any spots. So any places where I have scarring or acne, I use that. And it kind of helped my foundation adhere a little bit better. Now I have this giant cystic bump that's not going to go away. We're not even going to attempt that one today. So I am just going to work on things like this, any scarring issues, and see if I can help out in those areas. Okay, I just talked to you for like 5 minutes and it turned out it wasn't recording. So to catch you up on the things I just said that you didn't hear, I have on that Becca Under Eye Primer on top of like anything that I want a little extra grip to. I then put on my L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation with my Beauty Blender, and now I am using that It Bye Bye Breakout. It is full coverage treatment concealer and it is a doe foot, but I just took the doe foot and wiped it on the back of my hand. And now I'm going to take a tiny concealer brush. This is a really old Sonia Kashuk, and I'm gonna dab it right on top. And I'm not blending in. It's a pretty, I mean, you can see I'm not blending in. I learned this from a makeup artist at Sephora. She used this on me and I was obsessed. And she kind of lets it sit and dry a little bit. This whole side just needs help. So I'm gonna do the same. While that is drying, I'm gonna use my Hey Honey concealer for under my eye. This ironically is also a treatment concealer, but I don't seem to like it as a concealer anywhere other than under my eye. And I'm just gonna use my finger for that. And even though I'm in my 30s, acne is still something I struggle on and off with. Sorry, blending out that line and now just adding concealer to my lid. Acne is something I've always struggled on and off with. I'm curious if you have too. I have a ton of friends that we've all talked about like, yeah, we had it up here when we were in our 20s or in our T-zone, and then no one told you that you hit 30 and you get it here because of hormones. Okay, so that's had a little bit more time to sit. So now I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender and just dab at the edges. And you can see it's definitely covered up more over there. Now, is it perfect? Is it super pigmented to fully cover? And look, on this side, a lot of it just set in. I don't need to cover that much. But is it completely full coverage? No, but it's definitely better. And now at least something's working on it during the day. Okay, so then we take our Bare Minerals Blemish Rescue and turn the wonderfully designed cap. And I'm gonna put some in the lid. And it looks like it'd be way too dark for my skin, but it's actually not. Let's see, which one have I been using? Okay, this one. So you can use whatever brush you want. I have been using this Morphe brush. It doesn't have a name on it, but same as regular Bare Minerals foundation, swirl, tap off excess, and then I'm just going straight over any place I put that concealer. And it stays and it adds a little more coverage. Now, some people may want really high coverage more so than this. I'm fine with this. This works for me. It's definitely just blending it into my skin and not making it so like dramatic. Like I can't get rid of all pigment issues. I would have to use some really high intensity full coverage foundation and that's just not me. But this at least keeps it from looking like so much of a giant bump on my face. It brings it down a little bit. And then I could cover my whole face with this powder foundation, but I don't want to do that. So now I will go in. Now I will go in with a powder like Laura Mercier. And I normally use a velour compact, but today I'm using my little kabuki brush. And because I don't want to move what I just did, I'm just kind of dabbing it on. Okay. See, unlike that Bare Minerals, Laura Mercier doesn't have that genius cap and all my powder's in the top. Ugh. I'm losing dollars worth of powder. So that is it. I'm gonna continue putting on my makeup, but just thought this might be a step that could help you all out as well. I really think that letting it just sit and dry a bit really helps cover up instead of putting on concealer and then swiping on powder and moving everything around. But I have seen these two to be really impressive and work really well. I will link them in the description box below. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear what other issues you have, other things you might want me to talk about in terms of skincare and makeup. And right now you should be getting suggestions of other videos I think you'd like. So please keep watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!